What is up, cyclists? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, as you might have guessed from the title, I'm going to be going over 20 goals that I've set for myself for 2025. So if you guys are looking for inspiration for the new year and how to get motivated and all of that, I have a couple of other videos from past Vlogmases where I talk about goals for the year. And honestly, some of those goals I have done really well in keeping up and doing, and other goals I have not been doing whatsoever. So I'm trying a new strategy this year, which is instead of coming up with like 5 big goals that have to keep consistent throughout the year, I'm trying to come up with 20 smaller goals to make myself feel like I'm at least productive in accomplishing things. So let's get started. So the first one is something that I'm hoping will just happen naturally, which is to graduate college. So I have one more semester left in my college degree, undergrad degree. So I am wanting that to be like an easy one that I can check off in May. I have a hard semester ahead of me, but I'm so looking forward to being done with school. I'll talk about this more in my wrap-up video, but school has been a big reason why I have not been as active on the channel recently. It's been a lot. So that's my main goal, graduate college. Next up, more of a fun personal growth kind of goal. I want to create a recipe book or find more recipes that I love. So I am really terrible at cooking. I've just always been really bad at it, but it's not because I've tried and failed. It's because I just don't try. So that's why I'm bad at it. And I would like to motivate myself to actually get better at doing it. So I love making little collections of things, and I figured if I find more recipes or try more things that I've never had before, and do that for fun, at least if it comes out bad, it will be a fun experience and it'll motivate me to want to do it again. So that's what I'm trying to do for that. Next, I want to make progress on moving. So I am fortunate enough that my parents let me stay with them throughout college. But after I graduate, I would really like to make progress on finding my own place, whether that be at least looking for places. I've started getting my credit score up, just trying to do little things that I can to get ready for that, keep my stuff organized, and all those things. So even if I don't actually end up moving, which I'm hoping I will, but we'll see how the market goes, I at least want to make progress on that and find a place or a price range that I look into my finances more and do stuff like that. The next one that I have, these are kind of all over the place, I'm so sorry. But these are all over the place. But the next one that I am wanting to do is make progress on my guitar. So if you haven't noticed, I bought a guitar. I bought a left-handed guitar from a pawn shop. I didn't realize it was left-handed until I got home, but it's fine. Doesn't really change much. But I can play a few chords on it, but not well. It takes me a while to find my hand position and do that. So I would like to next year do things that practice more with it, obviously, but also learn how to do certain things. I play piano, and I've played piano for a long time, and I have to try to transition how I think about playing piano versus guitar, because they are different instruments. They have different fingerings. There's just a lot of different things that you need to be keeping track of, and it's been a while since I first learned how to play piano, so a lot of the learning a new skill aspect has kind of been lost on me. So I would like to make progress in that next year as well, because I have the guitar. Why I'm not playing it, I would like to do that. I'd like to know how to play it so it's not just a decoration piece. Next up, I would like to run or participate in a 5K. Now, this is one of those goals that I know I said I was doing small goals. But I did put this on here because I do think that I could run it. It just wouldn't be very well. Do I think I would finish? Absolutely. Do I think that I would finish high enough to call it training for it? So I haven't been running these past few weeks for school reasons, but I have been running more this year and been trying to build up how far I can run distance wise, not caring about time. So I want to keep doing that and build up to where I can run a 5K. I can technically run 2 miles without stopping. But by run, I mean basically walk at a snail's pace, but technically jogging. So I would like to build up some of my speed with that, but also mostly just the distance, and try to be able to do it without stopping. I think would be a reasonable goal for myself to do by the end of next year potentially, but we'll see if I end up actually doing that. Next is read a genre of book that you don't normally. So I love building up my little like home library, and I love reading. Again, haven't had enough time to do it because of school, common thread, but I have like all these different shelves of certain genres that I typically read. So I have like my nonfiction, my literary classics, my mystery section. But I want to read something that I don't. I guess like books that I tend not to read are like historical, nonfiction, sci-fi, and deep fantasy. Like things that require a lot of background knowledge or world building on it, you know, like I want something I can easily enter in and leave, you know, like I want to be able to get what I need to get and go. So really like allowing myself to test myself with a different genre that I have not read in a very long time, I think would be a good goal for me. Next, I want to travel to a new state. Now, currently I have no plans for vacations or traveling next year, but I would like to make some and travel to a new state. Potentially maybe for a concert or just as a fun like friend or family vacation. But I just want to go somewhere different and see new things, because I ended up going to Georgia for the first time, like staying in Georgia for the first time this year, and also Arkansas. So I just really like being able to go to new places and do different things. So if I can swing that, that would be really cool. Next up, I want to upgrade my music. So by this, I not only mean like what I was talking about earlier with practicing and getting better at playing music, but also in producing my music. Like I don't know what I'm doing, and you can very evidently see that from my covers most of the time. I just use GarageBand. And you can do some really cool things on GarageBand, but I use GarageBand on my iPad. So there's only so much that I can do, but also it's definitely a skill issue as well. There's so many things that you can do that I just don't know how to do or have not taken the time to properly like dive into. So I would love to be able to get better at that and upgrade that and see like how I can improve that. And also just in my like technique with harmonizing, I love doing like 3-part harmonies. I love doing that, but sometimes my recording is not always clean and I'm just like, whatever, it's fine. And then when I finally like put it all together, I'm like, oh, but that little part, you know, and I just don't have enough time or like energy or knowledge to fix it. So I would like to be able to do that and upgrade it. Maybe it's still not going to be perfect, but just, you know, put in forth effort to learn about it would be nice. Then I want to do a 1 week without YouTube challenge. So typically what happens is I go to school, I wake up, go to school, come home, make dinner, and watch YouTube for the rest of the night. And I would like to see or challenge myself, and potentially maybe even do this for all my social media apps, of just taking a week and you cannot watch YouTube, you know, don't go on your device. And I have a lot of like hobbies that I'm always saying, oh, I don't have enough time to do that, oh, I don't have enough time to do that. And then I'm like, but I just watch YouTube all day. So not all day. I've been busy, okay? But all night, I just like watch YouTube or movies or something. So I'm going to want to try that. And maybe I can snowball that week into 2 weeks or a month, or, you know, see how long I can keep it up. But I do think it would probably be better for me if I did that. Next, I want to update or revamp my someday maybe list. So my someday maybe list is a list on Notion of different tasks that I have designated for moments that I'm bored or don't know what to do. They're just little things that I've been meaning to get to for a while that just are never like top priority. Like I think one of the things I've had on there since the beginning of the list was take your coins to the bank to deposit them, so you don't have just like bags of pennies in your closet. And have I done that in the past 3 years that I've had this list? No, because it's just never a priority. But so I would like to add stuff to it, or potentially do a day where I'm checking off a bunch of things from that list and I can add new stuff, or just revamp or organize how I do it and divide it into different categories, because I have so many different things that are, some of them are like easy tasks like that, and others are like host a yard sale, which would require like a lot of planning, marketing, like it would just be a lot. So I want to change up the list so that it makes me more excited and motivated to get into the list. Next, I want to update my YouTube channel page. I have had the same ugly YouTube banner and channel design stuff since I first started it, you know? And it's just never been something that, like, especially with how school has been and how unactive I've been this year, like, it has not been something that's, like, top of mind for me. But I would really, really, really like to, after I graduate, be able to focus more on the channel and do things and, like, create things that I'm proud of. And not that I haven't been doing that, but I just feel like because I feel this obligation to post regularly, or at least, like, on a set schedule, I can't always come out with content that I've been so excited about producing as in, like, previous years I have. So I would just like to update that, maybe change the artwork. So if anybody knows, like, a good, you know, has artistic skills, knows how to do anything, any ideas, please send them my way, because that'd be awesome. Next, I want to try a fitness challenge. So I always have some form of, like, revamp or do my exercise on this list. And for the most part of this year, I've been really good about exercising and doing stuff. But I think that my problem is that having to come up with something new every week has been, it's felt like a chore more than it's gotten exciting as I've been dragging it on. Like, I get bored really easily. So, and I've also, like, have had different things that I've been focusing on in terms of exercise wise. So I would just like to have, like, some set challenge out there that, like, maybe I don't do it perfectly or accomplish, but that, like, is already laid out for me that I don't have to, like, think about. Next, I want to declutter my closet. I'm already planning on doing this by the end of this year, but this is just like a in case I don't get to it or do everything that I want to. Next year, it has to happen. Like, it's a disaster. You saw in my winter cleaning vlog, like, it's bad. Then I wanted to, going on with that, do a full car cleaning. So I like, okay, there are a lot of things in my car that I did not realize how dirty it can get until I saw it, and I was just like, oh, I have to clean this stuff. Like, it gets so dusty in there. So I want to just, like, go from, like, you know, engine to trunk and just, like, fully clean out everything. And I don't know a lot about cars, so I'm probably not going to mess with the engine. But I do want to clean out things and just make it look nice and make a car, like, a space that I really like being in, because I have to be in it for a while. Next, this is a goal for the beginning of next year. I want to create a vision board. So I've seen so many people do vision boards online, and they always come out really cute, like little photo collages. And I want to do it, but I just feel like my problem every year that keeps me from doing it is that, like, I have all these goals, but these goals can change so much throughout the year depending on how busy I get or what's going on in my life, that I don't want to, like, make this vision board, get really excited about it, and then feel really disappointed when if I don't accomplish everything on it. But I'm trying to work myself out of that mindset because I think it's fun, and as long as I keep it fun and not like a chore, then I think it'll be really, really cool. So I really want to make one. I think it'd be really fun to do one every year. Next, only water for 30 days challenge. I don't know why I said it like that, but that's how I'm saying it. So again, for the most part this year, I've been pretty good about what I've been drinking wise. Like, I haven't been drinking as much soda as previous years, but I want to take it a step further and do, like, no juice, no chocolate milk, no, like, you know, like, no soda, like, any of that. Like, I want to do full 30 days, just water, nothing else. And then see how I feel, because I do feel like it's going to help me in a lot of ways. And if I can't, like, change things diet-wise certain times because I'm going over to other people's house where they're cooking, or because I don't have things at home that we should need, you know, then I can affect my water drinkage, because we always have water. Next, I want to journal weekly. And I don't know if this is always going to happen, but I did see a bullet journaler online, Amanda Rach Lee, like, she's been doing this past year, like, weekly check-ins and doing, like, little spreads that are really, really cute, that just, like, she summarizes her week and just goes in there. And I think that would be really cute. Like, I would really like to do that. So I put it on here because, you know, goals. Next, I want to look into therapy. Yeah, this is a little less fun, but honestly, I think that therapy can be really cool. Like, I've never done it before, but I have a lot of friends that have done it before, and not one of them has regretted doing it. Like, everybody's been like, yeah, no, it was really nice to just have somebody to talk to about things that is unbiased and has an objective view on it, and who's been trained has a degree and has skills that you might not be thinking of that can help in your situations. So I think it's something that I definitely want to try, even if I won't be able to keep up with it. Because I think everybody just needs a mental check-in, you know? Next, I want to look into company apps to earn points. Now, this one's a little bit divisive as, look, I'm not the biggest, like, fan of giant corporations. However, I am a fan of money, and some of the apps from these certain places can give you points for things, and while I know it is a trick to try and get your brain to think more about their company and want to go there more than you're going there, I do think that since I am already going to be going to some of these places, I might as well be getting points while I'm doing it. Like, I will be going to McDonald's. I will be going to Cane's. Like, that's not, like, it's not like I'm just going to cut those things out of my life completely. So while I'm going there, I might as well get points for it. So I'm going to look into what apps I think are the most necessary. Not necessary, nothing's necessary with this, but the apps that I go to, the places I go to most frequently, and start building up points for them, so that way I can potentially even get free stuff for family and friends, like, and do that. So I want to look into that and do that. And finally, the last challenge that I have, or goal that I have, is to complete my college bucket list. So this is sort of like a goals within goals kind of weird thing, but I made a college bucket list for my final semester of things that I want to do. These are all things that, like, I don't go to a, like, very big college, so, or, like, one that has a big, like, traditional college community, I should say. And I haven't felt that, like, need or want to really do things for my college or with my college this, you know, since I've been here. I started when it was still COVID was happening, and I feel like since this is my last semester that I will be doing undergrad there, I want to experience all the things that my college has to offer. So I want to go to a sports game. I want to go to a play. Like, I want to go to their annual spring fest or whatever. So I'm going to try and complete that. And we'll see if I can get it done all in a semester while I'm graduating and also applying for jobs and also taking my giant exam for school, for my license. So we'll see if that happens. But yes, thank you so much for watching. This is a long video. But I will see you guys tomorrow for my last Vlogmas video. Okay, bye everyone.